Right now, you are making a decision. You chose to watch this. You chose to keep going after the first second. Feels like freedom, doesn't it? But here is the thing. You didn't choose any of it. Researchers estimate that you make somewhere between 35,000 and 40,000 decisions every single day. Most of them never reach your awareness. They happen below the surface, inside a system that evolved long before language existed. Your brain is running a program you didn't write, and it has been running it for 200,000 years. So who, exactly, is making your choices? In 2008, neuroscientist John Dylan Haynes placed participants inside an fMRI scanner and asked them to press a button whenever they felt like it. While they decided, the scanner watched their brain activity. What Haynes found was extraordinary. He could predict which button the participant would press up to 10 seconds before the person consciously decided to press it. The decision existed in neural activity before it existed in awareness. Your conscious mind didn't lead. It followed. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman spent decades mapping this. He called it System 1 and System 2. System 2 is the one you think you are. Deliberate, logical, conscious. But System 1 is the one that actually runs the show. Automatic, instant. It processes 11 million bits of information per second, compared to System 2's 40. When you walked into a room today and immediately decided whether or not to trust someone, that wasn't reason. That was System 1. It made the judgment before System 2 had even loaded. Your ancestors needed that speed. A half-second delay reading whether something was a predator or a shadow could mean death. So evolution built a system that didn't wait for deliberation. That system is still inside you, right now. And it has strong opinions. Robert Cialdini showed that your decisions don't happen in a vacuum. They happen inside a context. Present the same medical treatment as having a 90% survival rate, and most people accept it. Present it as a 10% mortality rate, and most people refuse. Identical numbers. Entirely different choices. Your brain doesn't weigh facts. It weighs the story the facts are dressed in. This is called the framing effect. And it governs more of your life than you want to accept. Here is the counterintuitive part. Willpower. The brute force effort to override your instincts is one of the weakest tools available to you. It depletes. Judges give harsher rulings later in the day. Doctors make worse decisions when fatigued. Every hard conscious choice draws from a limited reservoir, and eventually the reservoir runs dry. So what actually works? Not overriding the system. Redesigning the environment the system is operating in. This is what Richard Thaler won the Nobel Prize for in 2017. He called it nudge theory. When companies automatically enroll employees in retirement savings instead of asking them to opt in, savings rates jump from under 30% to over 90%. Nobody forced anything. The default changed, and because your brain treats the default as the safe, normal option, most people simply went along. Your brain is not broken. It is conserving energy exactly like it always has. It evolved in a world where thinking hard was expensive. It takes the familiar path because the familiar path did not kill your ancestors. That was survival. It is only a trap now because the world changed faster than evolution could follow. So the next time a choice feels obvious, feels natural, feels completely like you, pause. That might be exactly the moment the system is doing its cleanest, most invisible work. You still chose to watch this, but now you might choose what to do with it.